sun is going down, no one else around for miles. I got my camo on, and from dusk till dawn, I'm gonna wait right here for you, dear. I got my bow strapped on my back, and some broadheads in my sack. Well, I double down on my luck, looking for a buck to load up in my truck. I am waiting around in this tree, hoping to see an 8-point pass by me. And I don't think I can mess with a shot looking just like this. I'm always double down.
Double Down Outdoors.
Yeah, double down.
Always double down.
Double Down Outdoors is brought to you by Argo North, Black Widow Innovations, Slayer Calls, Grizz Targets Archery, Reconico Cell Cameras, Cheap Seat Sporting Goods, and these other fine sponsors. Never seen someone so excited. What do you get when you mix a couple of small town boys with the biggest airport in Alberta?
Can't get over how big this place is.
Yeah. It's a fine piece of real estate. To sum it up, a couple of guys who look like they have no idea what they're doing. This week we headed to Southern Ontario with a couple of our good friends, Trevor and Mirsad. This would be our first time hunting turkeys, and the excitement was high. We've heard a lot of crazy stories from the boys in Ontario about hunting these things, and we were excited to give it a go. Now it was time to make the long flight across the country, meet up with Trevor, and get to work. So Devin is literally a child. Absolutely obsessed with this game.
I'm on the sound, hoodie season, back around, no more summer bounce, little squeeze out, keep that indoors when we're throwing down, oversized jumping with our underwear out. I'm on the sound, hoodie season, back around, no more summer bounce, little squeeze out, keep that indoors when we're throwing down.
There's a bunch right there strutting. Great. There's a car coming up on your right there. See him strutting?
Yeah.
That one there?
Yeah, right out in the open there.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
There's 4 or 5 of them fanned up there.
Oh. Had to stop at our local department store here, pick up some licenses.
Head out, setting the bow. Shoot some bird shot.
Lindsay said there was already 2 toms poking around the back of her property, so I guess it's on. As soon as we get these papers, probably something we should have done before we came here, but just filming off the iPhone here, trying to get all the camera gear packed for the morning. But it's our first night here in Ontario. Trevor's inside, hitting the hay, like I should too. What?
I was just waving. I thought you'd say I was in bed.
Yeah, Devin's in bed. Wave.
Hi, everyone.
And Devin's in his little cave. First night in Ontario. Trevor's inside. Yeah, first time ever hunting turkeys tomorrow morning, bright and early. Got to be up in 3.5 hours.
First time missing turkeys tomorrow.
I sure hope not.
Oh, night, dude. Long day.
Night, buddy.
Closing my cave.
Okay, see you in the morning.
Peace. 5 or 6. I could give her about 300, maybe 400 yards. Probably go right up here in the end of these pines. And then if he comes out of this field, you'll see us and work over. Drop a turkey. We got Trevor 5 yards away. He's running the calls. Obviously, Devin and me are tucked up in here. The decoys are about 10 yards outside of the blind. And we had one gobbling at us really good when we walked in. And now we're back playing the waiting game.
Once we got the blind set up and settled in, it didn't take long for the first Tom to come strutting across the field. Trevor was going back and forth with the calls on this thing, but it didn't want to come in. I was a little bit out of my element here running these broadheads that might resemble the blade you find on your fan at home. The name of the game with these things was 20 yards and under, so if anything crossed that threshold, it was mine. Anything over that, Devin and I agreed he'd be able to plug it with the boomstick.
Turkey boys, stay on. Check them out, boys. Check them out. We're gonna look back up and we'll go strike another one up.
Well, it's day one here in Ontario. We got out nice and early, set in the blind, heard some gobblers calling back from the roost. So we set up, we spooked one, well, we thought we spooked one. He must have just circled around and come out on the field. We found him probably 160 yards just to our right. Watched him, he went across in front of us about 120 yards, turned around, made his way back, and we're like, oh, he's gone. So we waited. She ended up slowly making her way across in front of us at 32 yards, and then we decided, we had to make the call whether 36 yards was shotgun or we tried to take the chance of him coming in a little closer. We decided shotgun was the way, and now Ryan's got to put a spot and stock on with the bow, so it should be a pretty interesting day.
Trevor said that track's from this morning. He's making a mile, so we gotta catch him.
It was only the first day, and Devin had just shot his first turkey ever. After we took his turkey back to Trevor's house, we decided we'd go and set a different spot that Trevor had in mind. Once we got settled back into the blind, Trevor let out a couple of calls, and let me tell you, the woods came to life.
I mean, we're only, what, 4 or 5 hours into the first day of the hunt? 3 hours. Oh my goodness. We're 3 hours in, and we have one bird on the ground. And we got more chirping back at us, so this is really cool. And there's the train. I love that sound. Oh.
No matter how hard we tried or how much Trevor called, these birds would not step out into the open.
Sure glad that train just drove by. That might work in our favor, because that's where the turkeys are. It might push them right to us.
We figured with the passing train it might spook the birds towards us, but it ended up being the exact opposite. In Ontario, the turkey hunting stops at 7 p.m., regardless of what the sunset is doing. This allows the turkeys to go to roost without interference from hunters.
We're taking the shortcut.
That being the case, we decided to get a good night's rest and hit it hard the next morning. Devin was going to jump in with Trevor and go and try and fold his second tag with Trevor's daughter beside him, and I was going to go try and fold my first tag with our buddy Mirsad. That morning was a bust for me and Mirsad. We had one tom in the bush that was sending a couple gobbles our way, but wouldn't step out. We had 2 hens come across the field and one come very close to the blind, but nothing else. While Mirsad and I were striking out in our blind, it was a different story for Devin, who was with Trevor and Trevor's daughter about 20 kilometers away from us. While Devin lucked out and punched 2 tickets on his first 2 turkeys ever, I was still looking to fill my first tag. This meant it was time to grind, and there was no shortage of miles put on. I had originally come to Ontario with ambitions of shooting my first turkey with my bow. But seeing that it was already day 3 out of 5 that we had here, and I still hadn't pulled a tag, I put my bow down and wanted to get it done with the shotgun and then focus my attention on shooting something with my bow after I got the first one out of the way.
We just spotted a monster, Tom. It's been a bit slow this morning, but this might be the bounce back we need, so we're gonna run and gun, try and get on this thing as quickly as we can. Let's get after it, because we don't know how long he's gonna be there for.
To be completely honest, I put on more miles searching for a bird than I ever have elk hunting. And this week of turkey hunting was probably one of the most humbling moments in my entire hunting experience. I wasn't upset with the work that we put in, and I wasn't upset that I hadn't got a bird yet. But the frustration was definitely starting to kick in, and I was hoping that I found a bird soon. Because no matter how many times we got close to one, it was just missed opportunity after missed opportunity. I could tell it wasn't just me who was starting to feel worn down. Everyone was putting on every single step right beside me along the way. And weeks like this are the reason that it's called hunting and not killing. Nothing in nature is guaranteed. That is just a fact. And it's a fact that all hunters live by. Well, I tell you, I have hunted a lot of species in my time, in my short time of 23 years, and coming to Ontario has been an absolute blast. You know, everyone that's been involved with this hunt has been killing it, putting in the work more than anyone could ask for. Honestly, I'm pretty worn down. I think this is probably the closest species you could compare to elk hunting. You know, you feel the challenge of it, and you know what? For the struggle that comes with it, it's still a blast. And we still got 2 more mornings left to sit. We got a full day of hunting tomorrow. So, hoping we can put the hammer down. I've kind of set aside the bow for now. That was plan number 1. But at the end of it, I want to go home with a turkey. And if running and gunning is going to be the way to do it, hopefully it can pan out. But overall, it's been a challenge. But we still got 2 more days to rectify the challenge that we've had. So, that being said, we're going to go inside, fry up some turkeys of Devin's that he put down already, have a good meal, get a good night's rest, and hit her early tomorrow morning to try and put the hammer down and get it done. So, yeah. Always double down.
Interview me? All right. Yeah, this is the one that scared all your turkeys away earlier.
It's the interviews! Yes!
In her white shirt.
Oh my god, I saw the videos,
trees.
man, laughing at you! I know! Oh my god!
Do you guys need help in their stuff?
Okay.
Let's get him. I can't see him.
Can't see me?
I can't, yeah, I can't even see him.
It was the last full day of the hunt we had here in Ontario. And Mirsad had called over this awesome looking tom. This bird was quick on his feet though. He wouldn't give us an inch, and we played cat and mouse for the better part of an hour. After this bird started to make its way down into the corner of this field, I crawled for about 100 yards to try and close the gap. Eventually, the frustration finally broke me. I got up and just straight up tried to stalk this turkey.
Yeah! Oh! Last day! Yeah! These are beautiful! Oh! Let's go! Oh my god, hell hunting is nowhere near this hard. Oh no.
Kind of at a loss for words because of the work and how much frustration I felt throughout this hunt, but this is bittersweet success, and all that frustration, all the sweat, every negative thought I had about not being able to get one dissipated, gone this morning after we were able to get this beautiful, beautiful Southern Ontario turkey on the ground. This was a very, very humbling experience for me. I don't think anything's been as challenging as this one, but you know, everyone kept me positive, kept my head in the right headspace. I can't say enough about everyone that's been a part of this hunt. Everyone that didn't even need to shoot a bird, didn't even want to shoot a bird, just to help me get it done. And I'm very happy to call these people friends. You all know who you are, and I can't say enough good things about all of you. So, very happy I finally got this done. This is my first Ontario turkey ever, and you can bet your bottom dollar that I'll be coming back every year to do this again. So,
Oh, nice bird, buddy. Nice
always
bird.
double down.
Coffee.